Hey guys, it's Lee, RuckCity, here to do a taillight removal today and a grinding of the rear frame. I'm going to provide some tips. I'm going to show you some different tools that I use to make the job easier, little things that I do to help make that frame round and smooth, prepared for painting, prepared for powder coating, however you're going to end up doing the rear of that. But the tips that I'm going to provide are going to really help you get that nice, smooth look to that rear frame. And honestly, it's really easy. I don't think that anybody's going to struggle with it. I'll show you some techniques as I go along the way, and I really think that you guys will like the results. Let's get into that thing. Alright guys, these are going to be the tools you're going to need to do the rear taillight removal and the grinding. You're going to need an angle grinder. You're going to need a thin cutoff wheel so that you can cut the tail light as close to the frame as possible. You're going to need a grinding wheel to grind that metal back down towards the frame. Then this is the most important piece right here. You're going to need a flap wheel. This flap disc right here is really going to help you get that frame smooth, ready for painting, ready for powder coating. Then I like to use a respirator just because I don't like breathing that molten metal smell. It's not my thing. Ear protection because the sound is loud, and of course safety glasses. Remember, safety first. Step one, I'm going to need a 10mm socket to remove this tail light assembly. Done. Look how painless that was. There's little soft tabs here that hold everything in place, so you can just bend those and tuck the light out of the way. It's no problem. It's something really easy to do. And now, the cutting. Now the grind. Alright, now the flap wheel. This is the most important wheel. It is going to allow you to get it nice and smooth, no lumps, no pits. It's going to be beautiful. Here we go. Alright guys, here's kind of a close-up to what you see. These abrasions that you see on here, don't pay any attention to those. It's actually smooth, smooth, smooth. Next, I'm going to sand down these paint lines here, get them nice and smooth with the metal. This customer, I don't think he's going to powder coat, I think he's going to want paint. So I'm just going to go ahead, sand it back, prime it, and paint it, and then you guys can get a nice look at how it looks right at the end there. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, got it sanded down, I just use an old sheet, you know, and a little bit of tape just to make sure I don't get anything on the customer's bike. And yeah, next step, a little priming. Give that a few minutes to dry, and then we'll come back and sand. Alright, now we're going to do a little sanding. 600 grit sandpaper is going to work just fine. We're going to want to do the edges a little bit, because we're going to be blending here. There might be a slight level difference between the primer and the paint. We want to get that nice and smooth and even. I can feel it here. Once we sand all this down and get it nice and smooth, it's going to be ready for paint. You don't have to put very much pressure, just kind of let the sandpaper do the work, and we're going to get that finish we're looking for. Now a little cleanup and some tacky, and she's going to be ready for paint. Remember to spray your paint even strokes, light coats. What we're going to do is we're going to give that coat a chance to dry, about 5 minutes, and once we get a nice little dry in about 5 minutes, we'll come back and we'll keep doing light coats until everything matches and looks amazing. Alright, well, got the final coat on. I mean, look at that. Wow. I mean, looks amazing. This is something I personally think everybody could do. Just don't have fear. Just get the right wheels, the wheels that I linked you in the beginning of the video. The flap wheel is the most important wheel. Well, I mean, they're all important, but the flap wheel is what's going to give you that nice, smooth, non-pitted surface. So yeah, I didn't think it was that hard. It was quick and painless. This is something, like I said, I think you guys can do. Definitely like for you guys to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. Definitely subscribe. It would be appreciated. We really need the help. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave something down at the bottom. We'll get back to you just as soon as we can.